Do bear in mind that professional casting is basically a three-man job. You've got an observer, then you've got what is it? You have the observer, then you've got two casters. This is a best of three. Good luck, have fun coming out from both sides, as you can see. And west side, plain west side of Catallena, it is our evil genius is Zerg Jaedong. Whole lot of dong, right? In the lower right hand corner, spawning is our red Zerg. Give it up for LiquidSnute. Double check and make sure I've got the in-game sound on. There we go. Okay, it's turned on. I turned it off, then I turned it back on. Alright. Wait a minute. Am I looking at this the right way? Jaedong's gone up to 10 supply. Extractor trick? No extractor trick. Uh-oh. Jaedong's doing something that we don't typically see him doing all that often, but... I'm sorry, wait, he just made 3 drones. That's something I've seen Leenock do before. Now look at this. Snute going for the 9 pool. Jaedong, what are you doing? Are you ready to deal with this? It's a 9 pool. I think Jaedong can hold it. It's very, I guess you'd say, difficult to pull off a full-blown kill on that hatch, but with the opener that we've all seen that Jaedong likes to do in ZVZ, he really likes to go for a 17 extractor and a 16 pool. He really likes to throw down those late gases and late spawning pools, because you can get out, you can actually pull out miles ahead of your Zerg opponent if you do it correctly, but at the same time, boom, the Lings are on the way. 6 of them already. Uh-oh. Dong ready to hold this. He could go down in game number 1 very early if he's not able to deal with that appropriately. There's no pool even started yet. He's up to 17 supply. He's playing this super greedy, and this could be his downfall. This is exactly how he lost to Yui Flash Wolves Ian at the Taiwan Open. We're talking about a guy who's probably equal to a lower code A GSL competitor, able to take down someone who's got a legacy that followed him ever since the Brood War days, and now the Lings are streaming across the map, and the gas follow-up is real. That is not an extractor trip coming from LiquidSnute. He makes no mistake there. He could aim to kill Jaedong on one base, or he could actually just be looking for map control by using Speedlings. The spawning pool is now about 15 seconds away from finishing, and he's going to have to pull drones if he ever wants to hold that natural base. He might actually just cancel it at the last second, just as the pool is done. Let's see what his plans are. Oh man, he lets it finish. This is not good. He's got to pull drones right now if he wants to do anything about that. Instead, the only thing he gets away with there is using a single larva to get, you know, one more pair of Lings out. Snute's just going to take advantage of the situation, make a few more Lings, get ready for the pushback that I guess you could say is going to come from the Dong. And what's he going to do once he's got 100 gas? Okay, he's going to keep mining. He doesn't get metabolic boost just yet. He's a bit busy microing in the main. And there we go. He forced Jaedong to actually produce more Lings than Jaedong actually wanted to there. He's going to restart his expansion. He's in a heap of trouble right now. Believe it or not, guys. He doesn't have a gas. Snute's already started on metabolic boost. And that means these Lings are going to get back home safe. And not only that, I think he's going to have a production lead simply based on the fact that he's got a 60-second, 80-second head start on his natural expansion. On top of that, he's going to have map control. Jaedong's just going to be locked inside of his base. There's a spine crawler going down in case the Dong should need it. But I mean, this is not the best start to a best of 3 for our evil geniuses Zerg. Baneling Nest going down. I think Snute's got the potential to end this game in a matter of seconds. He's continuing to make drones behind this. I can appreciate this move. But Jaedong sending those Lings out the long way around, and I can like this move, but I mean, at the same time, it's a good counterattack because we don't have any spines from Snute. At the same time, Lings can be made immediately to deal with the problem at home if you are the Liquid Zerg. Excuse me. Spine Crawler's caught off creep. Well, that's not going to help too much, but it's going to get itself thrown down right in front of the second hatch. There's enough creep to deal with that. And finally, Snute catches onto the Ling threat back at home, at least the slow Ling threat. Gonna get a queen pick off? That could be big. Getting any number of drones here would actually help. Jaedong out a lot, and he's kind of target firing them down with slowlings. Not the most effective tactic, and these redlings will come in and deal with the problem. I think he only got 2 drones there, and that's about it. Oh, okay, altogether 4. 4 since the beginning of the game. So, I mean, I guess one small victory for a Zerg that is considerably behind at this stage. Spreading out the spine crawlers, I'm not sure, but I think Snute might have seen that Baneling nest. He did, and now he knows what's coming at him from across from across the map to some extent. Does get the wall off started. I'm liking this, so Snute's not going to try and break that down anytime soon. I wouldn't say that's a Baneling nest that's gone to waste, because the use of Banelings in ZVZ is highly situational. At some points, they can be quite effective. Alright. Now we have the 3rd and 4th extractors going down, at least just the 3rd one for now for Jaedong. And he's getting started on +1 missile attacks. He realizes that the one key to success here might just be immediate retaliation on 2 bases. He hasn't started Ling speed. What he's going to try and do is get a lead on his roach production, and that he will have for a short window of time. But his opponent's got 3 bases. He can see that already. Excuse me. You can see that already, and I mean, I think he knows the kind of situation he's in right now. Maybe he's playing straight into Snute's plan. And speaking of, Snute is actually supply blocked. It might work against him a little bit at this stage. So, I mean, even our Liquid Zerg, who's proven to be quite strong, is not absolutely perfect. So, yeah, Jaedong's going to try and get the 3rd established behind this. I like that move. And he's got, I guess you could say, a few armored guards for it as well. This little handful of lings versus this many roaches, I think the roaches will win out in the end. Cloud Reconstitution now on the way for our Evil Geniuses Zerg, who has Lair Tech finished before our Liquid Zerg. About the same time, but Snute seems to have completely forgotten about Glio Reconstitution. He doesn't even seem to care about it now. Maybe he's just building up the roach numbers for defense. Maybe it's a total mistake. This could be something that actually cost him the game. Speedlings versus slowlings win out the fight, so I imagine speed roaches versus slow roaches would win out that fight as well. Now, Jaedong's moving across the map. I wouldn't necessarily call this a timing, but it's a little bit sloppy. No one's perfect, but he's doing what he can. 30 seconds for both upgrades, so maybe it can be called a timing attack. And I think he's got what it takes to crush what's coming from Snute, who's not going to have the ability to chase up those roaches. Look at the numbers right now. As you can see, it is 18 to 15 in favor of the Evil Geniuses Zerg, but Snute has a few lings to back him up here as well. Nice little surround here coming from Snute. If Jaedong isn't able to kill him right here, I'm not going to say it's the end of the game, but Snute does have an economic lead on that 3rd base. +1 missile attacks done faster for Jaedong. That's going to give him a lot more punch. That means for each and every 8 roaches that he has, he's got an additional roach worth of DPS in his army. Nice pickoffs here. And he's using that roach speed to his advantage. Going to get a nice queen snipe here. Maybe a couple workers if he's lucky. But no, he's going to bug out as soon as he sees that he picked off the queen, and that's it. Few lings trying to get us around here. We'll get 1 roach. And Jaedong breaks away. He comes out ahead in this, I think. Look at the worker count. 57 to 48. Brilliant move from our Evil Geniuses Zerg. To be perfectly honest with you guys. Double checking everything, making sure we're alright. Looks like we're good to go. Only dropped 7 frames today, that's great. But the big ling run by here, I don't know, might get a queen if it's lucky. No, not even that. Not a desperate move from Snute, not by any means. But, ooh, does get 1 drone. I don't think that was a worthy trade, though. Alright, so Jaedong now at 127 supply. He doesn't have Carapace upgrades following this up. Oh, I'm sorry, he does actually. It's Snute that does not have the Carapace upgrades following this up. And looks as though our Liquid Zerg is now just getting his 4th gas and a 5th as well. And if you want to go steroid roaches, which would mean basically every single upgrade on the roaches, then that's basically the bare minimum amount of gas you're going to need. 5 gases on 3 base. You can afford Tunneling Claws, Burrow, and everything else in between. Jaedong kind of getting a little lazy with the creep spread, I would think. I mean, it's great for the stage that it's at in the game, but I mean, there could be just a little bit more if he dropped more creep tumors by this queen, but it looks like it might be just pulled along for the ride for transfuses. These 5 roaches will kind of get segmented out for the time being. And here we go. This is a big attack coming from Jaedong. He does have the superior roach count right now, and on top of that, he's going to have an upgrade lead pretty soon. He's already got +1 carapace. He just threw down a contaminate on his opponent's evolution chamber as well. He's going in. He wants to take LiquidSnute out of this game. Amazing at this stage. The concave is looking just a little bit more superior for Snute in the beginning, but now, oh my god, this is just so much better for Snute. It almost doesn't matter the upgrades, the stage that they're at right now, but the numbers are strongly in favor of our evil geniuses Zerg. More and more roaches streaming across the map as well. And I think if Jaedong keeps up the push, he's going to win this. Look at the supply, 113 to 161. The Tyrant looks like he will prevail in this first best of 3 game match. If Snute wants to win the next 2 games, he's going to have, or if Snute wants to win the grand finals, he's going to have to win the next 2 games in this best of 3.